There is a great fire where life begins, the source of being. The sparks are tiny particles of consciousness as they fly further from the divine flame. Sparks dim as a soul moves away from the source of consciousness. It takes on a physical body and wanders this universe in search of happiness. But what is happiness? Even the cosmos dies in course of time. I am a mystic yogi meditating in a cave in the Himalayas. Fly with me now on an incredible journey beyond your mind and senses through a mystical universe of consciousness. Of the universe, there is an immeasurable cosmic ocean where Lord Vishnu resides in his meditation. All worlds emerge from his dreamlike trance, and his dream is our reality. Therefore, this material creation is called Maya, a virtual world with many levels, a big illusion. Vishnu penetrates everything, every universe, every atom, and he is present in the heart of every living being. From his transcendental body sprouts the cosmic lotus, giving birth to 14 planetary systems. Welcome to hell. Here, living beings are tormented by the reactions of their previous bad deeds. A moment here lasts forever. But these hells are not eternal. After millions of years of suffering, one will again regain the human form of life by the mercy of Vishnu and start a great game called human life. Snake-like creatures. There is no sunlight here. Proud demonic beings see each other by the light of magic stones. They're led by the many-headed snake Vasuki. Nagas are mystics and can travel to the world of humans with the power of their magic crystals. Beware, they walk unseen among us. Lizard demons rule. These lizard creatures are full of hate and their business is to create wars and natural disasters. Their cities are hidden under huge domes with their own poisoned atmosphere and artificial sun. Sometimes people see them in a psychedelic trance and mistake them for UFOs. The lizard people are industrious, but no matter how proud they are of their power, they're unable to resist the Seeker Sun chakra, the menacing disk of Lord Vishnu, Lord of all planetary systems. Another ancient tribe of Nagas, many-headed aquatic snake-like beings. In their heartless life, with killer instinct and cold-blooded minds, they fight for power among themselves and hate every living entity. In this world there is no mercy, no justice. They live by Darwinian principles, survival of the fittest. Those under the influence of this lower world are like snakes who will stop at nothing to get what they want. But to their fortune, their life ends in the hands of the celestial bird Garuda, who feasts on their flesh, thereby giving them a unique liberation. Welcome to Tala Tala, where rules the famous cosmic demon architect, Maya Donova, master and teacher of dark magic craft. He learned his arts directly from Lord Shiva. With the power of his mantras, magnificent flying cities and palaces are created. His followers are so proud they think themselves invulnerable to any weapon. But in this creation, death is certain for everyone. Sutala is a notorious galactic prison. Last refuge of the most dangerous criminals in the universe. This realm has become a dungeon for the powerful King Bali. Although King Bali appears to be a prisoner for his attempts to conquer the universe, he's been appointed king of this place for his heroic act of surrender to Vishnu. And so Vishnu is personally present here. Those who are absorbed in jealousy and anger can easily become subjects of Bali Maharaj in this underworld. Vitala is another underground world of spirits and ghosts. Vitalans are fortunate because the ancestor of all living beings in the universe, Lord Shiva, lives in this world with his wife, Bhavani. Their mystical sexual congress creates the river Hatika, which is made of liquid gold alloyed with mercury. Vitellans use this supernatural metal in the creation of magical jewelry and the alchemy of subtle energies, but their powers cannot save them from death and ignorance. Here reigns the lustful demon Bala, son of Maya Danava. Many races of exotic women are born from his magic yawn. They share his lustful character, and as soon as they are born, these demonic witches search for a partner in sex pleasure. When they find an unlucky man lost on Atala, they seduce him with their erotic charms until he becomes a slave, satisfying all their whims. A soul who falls into Atala may forget himself forever and be liberated only after death. This world may look familiar. We've reached the middle of the lotus. This is our very own world. The heavens above Bhuloka reward good karma, and the hells below punish bad karma. But the human world is the only place in the universe where new karma, good or bad, may be earned. That's why a human birth in our world is the best place to become free from karma, good or bad, and end the cycle of birth and death. In our multi-dimensional world, not everything is visible to the human eye. The ancient yogis could see the subtle influence of a magic mountain, Meru, towering invisibly over the middle planet, piercing the universe all the way to the subtle worlds. Around this mystic mountain revolve the planets and the constellations of the material world, ruled by the universal hierarchs. Higher now, we enter the subtle mental plane. The lower part of this plane of being is the land of ghosts and spirits. They draw their power by feeding on the souls of the humans below. Above, the spirits, Apsaras and Gandharvas, heavenly poets, singers and dancers, have found shelter. While they are highly spiritual beings, they are imperfect. They still want fame and prestige in their service to the muses and the gods of Svaraloka. lotus, Svargaloka shines with its wonderful palaces. Here live the gods who command universes, planets, and elements. Indra, god of thunder, rules from a golden city and rides on his three-headed elephant. There live gods such as Yama, the king of death, Agni, the god of fire, Surya, god of the sun. The gods of Svargaloka live for millions of years. But when the cosmos contracts after eons of time, they too are folded into the cosmic lotus. On the scale of cosmic time, even the gods live no longer than insects. In the end, they are mortal. Their life lasts no longer than a drop of water on a lotus leaf. Mahaloka is a higher plane of existence in the cosmic lotus, a planet where great sages have risen above worldly desires. The residents here have no need to think about how to survive in this world. They recognize themselves as servants of the higher domain. There, the Supreme Being, in a multitude of avatars, creates wondrous spiritual worlds where his devotees live. Janaloka. These higher constellations and stars are home of the Janas, realized souls who have acquired perfect knowledge and have transcended the limits of bodily existence. Janas are the sages among the stars who have no need to perform any rituals or sacrifices. They dwell in perfect meditation. Thanks to their pure knowledge, they are able to achieve everything they desire. However, they're not attracted by the pathetic fruits of material wealth or the pleasures of the flesh. Tapaloka. Light years away is a world whose inhabitants are respected by all yogis. In this level of mystic being live 4 yogi brothers. To avoid erotic temptations, these brothers and their followers live forever as small children through mystic powers. They are known as the Kumaras and are the highest authority of mystic yoga. Perfect in spiritual practice, they meditate on the Supreme Lord Vishnu and acquire a similar 4-armed form. They are forever in the Supreme, and the Supreme is in them. We have reached the apex of the lotus, and yet this is not the limit. For the creator Brahma stands at the origins of the universe. Like the programmer of a huge virtual game, he designs a variety of different bodies, specially adapted to life in this creation. And yet even Brahma himself is not immortal. When the time comes for the destruction of the universe, the immortal sages will enter his body as if entering a spaceship, and they will embark on the journey to the spiritual world that lies beyond the limits of material reality.